Hello everyone. It's Maddie with Spectrum Art Creations, and today we're going to be working on the Hot Air Balloon Challenge for our Facebook group. And I'll have information on the challenges in the Facebook group as we progress and we go along, and also at the end. But let's just jump right in because I want to get to creating these super fun, great little balloons. And I say little, but it's not little at all. So this is the gorgeous die that I've used to create these. This is from from Craft Lab, and this is the hot air balloon. Now, this is part of the Friends collection from Craft Lab, which of course is by Studio Light. And they have, of course, all the adorable, oh my gosh, there's so many cute things. You've got your elephant, your cats, your dogs, your giraffes, there's also a hippo. Of course, there's Buddy. Buddy is the, oh, what is he? Oh, I forgot. Frenchie. Yeah, he's a Frenchie little dog, and you'll notice that he is basically the main character, right, of the line. But super fun because you have all the little animals, and then you have all kinds of things you can put them into, so like houses and boats and hot air balloons, and you can change their positions. I'm going to have some still photos at the end too, so you guys can see some other ones. But oh my gosh, stinking adorable. They are just adorable. And then they have outfits, so you can dress them up too. I'm not kidding. So I am in love with Craft Lab, like totally in love with this thing, because it just takes me back to when I was a kid and we used to use, or have paper dolls, and we could, we would want to change their positions, their arms, if they had the little like the brads on the joints, and then you would put them inside the house or in the car, and you'd sit them down, and then you change their outfits like to winter or fall or Halloween. And oh my gosh, so adorable. Yes, this whole line is amazing. So I am super excited that we are now gonna have it in our stores. So we're going to be stocking Craft Lab because I want one of everything. How's that? But let's get back to the challenge because we're going to be working on this super fun hot air balloon. I made this one just to kind of show you just how gorgeous it is, how easy it is to make it for a card front. It comes together in a matter of seconds. I didn't measure how big this is, but it is a beautiful size. It's 4.5 inches wide by 7 inches tall. So it is beautiful, big enough to, of course, be used on a card front like this one, but also to use in your journals, your pages, so many other things that you could do with it. So let's go over what we're going to be using. I'm going to show you some of their range, and then I'm going to show you some examples, and then we're going to put one together, okay? So for what I'm going to be working on, of course, once again, I'm going to be using the die. And the die comes with the hot air balloon, the basket, the sandbag. It comes with all of the little, like the basket topper and the balloon here. It comes with the bunting and the banners also. It comes with the little, and we're going to put this all together. So if you're not the ropes to hold it in place. Now, do not forget that you do not have to do it just this way. There's so many other things that you can do, which I hope to do in the future, by the way. So I'm not done. I'm going to continue to make yet another video with round 2 of ideas. And I'll kind of let some stuff out of the bag. How's that? I'll give you some ideas of what I'm thinking might be other possibilities, but it's not the end of it all. Number one, of course, you have a basket. So you could use that basket for anything. Picnic baskets. Yeah, you could put little bottles of wine in there and cheese and whatever. Super fun for that. The sandbag, of course, has the shape of a vase, so you can use that for vases. Then the hot air balloon, if you flip it over and turn it around, it looks just like a bottle. Look at that. So you can have like a fairy in a bottle, a genie in a bottle, or just a bottle of, elixir maybe, love potion number 9. So perfect for Halloween as well. So when you look at your dies, always look at the possibilities. The other one that I saw that was super cute, now this was not my idea, and I thought, oh my gosh, how clever, is as a parachute. If you think about this, look, you could just cut it right there, right? And then you have your ropes, and then you can have whatever you want, basically parachuting down. So I'll show you some still photos of that at the end that I found for you, because that was so clever. So again, so many ideas still to come, so hang tight. Also, before we get cranking, you don't have to be limited to just doing it this way. Remember, it is a die. So whatever you have in your stash, you can use. So I'll give you an example. Hang on, let me get my clipboard, because I didn't have a chance to attach it to a card yet. So I just want to show you an idea that I did with just some paper in my stash, and then one of the Tim Holtz paper dolls. she's just waiting, patiently waiting. Or she's thinking, whose idea was this? Who thought this was a good idea? I don't know what she's thinking. You guys tell me, what would be the quote for her? So you can put your Tim Holtz people in there. And then, of course, I've used a beaded trim as well as some buttons, and just a lot of fun. I've also used some of the, what is that called? That twine, yeah, for additional embellishments. So use all the stuff in your stash, your laces, your buttons, your anything, your trims, just super fun, your little people, maybe even photos of the kiddos or yourself. That's always fun, right? So that is one idea. So you could kind of go vintage on that, right? You don't have to keep it to those colors. And then, of course, if you know me, you know I love my steampunk. So I had to go there. Yes, I did. Let me pull this one in here. And then I'm going to ask if you guys get it. So this is the same balloon, again, just done more in a steampunk or a grunge type of feel to it, with a lot of metal and some beautiful gold foiling. I know it's kind of hard to see, but oh, there we go. Maybe you can see it. Okay. And of course, we have got a little watch down here, a stopwatch, or not, a pocket watch, excuse me, some beautiful tassels and beads, and then, like I said, some metal elements throughout. And of course, it's even better when you hang it this way, because everything just kind of, sits properly. So once you put it on a card front or in the front of a journal, I think that one's going to be super, super fun as well. So again, you can grunge them up if you want to, or steampunk them. But this one, I had a title in mind, and I want to know if anybody gets it. So if you get it, leave a comment down below, please, and let me know that you understand the theme of this hot air balloon. Maybe you will. I don't know. I'm reaching out there. We'll see. Okay, so again, feel free to experiment with other stuff you have and have fun with it. But we're going to put one together really quick so you guys can see just how easy it is. Now, let's look at some of the stuff that also can be used in conjunction. So this is the vintage spring pad, which is so much fun because it is double-sided. So you actually get either different colors of the colors. So you have lots of great different colors, because again, they're double-sided and they're different. So I'm going to be using this. Just keep that in mind. Of course, I'm going to be using this. We're also, let me move this out of the way. Actually, let me move all those out of the way. Also, we're going to be using the ink pads. These are the water reactive ink pads, so very similar to the Tim Holtz, and also the brushes. Now, I'm going to tell you why, another reason that I fell in love with with Craft Lab. The collection, the thought behind it just appeals. It sings to my OCD. I don't know about you guys, but I end up with a bunch of brushes, and then I don't know which was the color I used last, and then I have to clean it, or, sometimes Madison mixes and matches them. But if you notice, with Craft Lab, what they've done is they've released the brushes, okay, with the ink pads. So when you have your ink pads, for example, these are the turquoises. You've got your sage, jungle, iguana, mint, mermaid, and pickle, and guess what you've got on your brushes? Ta-da! Oh, you can barely see that one, but it's there, sage. So your brushes will match your ink pads, so you always know what ink pad to go with. Plus, they're all within that family. So the good news is you get to go ahead and be able to create your shading in a snap because they're in a collection such as this one, right? So it applies for all of the colors. So these are the pinks. Again, you have all of your brushes which will match your ink pads, and that's blush. I'll hold these up: magenta, rose, fuchsia, punch, and rouge. Okay. Then we've got your yellows, and these are lemon, sunshine, marigold, coral reef, peach, and passion fruit. Now, the labels do not come on the brushes. I think I put mine all on already. No, I did. No, I didn't. Perfect. I haven't done my yellow, so that's perfect. So I can show you. So the yellows, or I'm sorry, the brushes have the stickers in the pack. It's kind of hard to see, but let me see if I can zoom in. There, okay? So all you do is you take those off and you put them on here, and of course you have the color chart on the back, so you know exactly what brush goes to what, right? So this would be, I'm sorry, which brush goes to watch. So lemon, sunshine, marigold, coral reef, you can see the colors, peach, and this would be passion fruit. So you would just put your stickers on there, and then once you put them on, they're there, right? Okay, then we've got our blues. See, I've already done these because I've used them already for the sky on that card. And we're going to do that following. So hang tight. For the sky, I've used blues already, so that's why they have labels. These colors are, let's see, mauve, hyacinth, violet, sea, teal, and indigo. Okay. Then we've got our greens, and the greens are pistachio, grass, apple, hunter, jade, and forest. And then finally we've got our purples, and the purples are lilac, orchid, iris, bubblegum, sweets, and taffy. Yum. Okay, so now aside from that, we're going to need some markers. So I'm going to use the following. Again, the markers also are within those families, which is awesome. Appeals to my OCD to having everything just uniform, and I know exactly what I'm going to use where, not having to hunt supplies down. So this is the black set, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these are, and they're twin tip, by the way. So they have the broad tip and then the skinnier tip. So here, see all the browns, and they do have the numbers which you can match with your charts. So we've got here clay, dark wood, and chocolate. And as I mentioned, you have a brush tip and then a broad tip on the other side. And the price point on their stuff is phenomenal. Like if you compare this to like a Copic marker, these are alcohol markers. It's crazy. Like you can buy the whole pack for like less probably than one marker, one Copic marker. So yeah, I absolutely want the entire alcohol marker collection, okay? And that's on its way. So probably by the time you watch this video, it will be here. That's about it. That's all I'm going to use. So we're going to do maybe 2 versions. Let's see how much time we have. Let me clean up some of this stuff and I will be right back. Now, I've already labeled all the other ones, so this is my last one. I figure we can label this one together while we talk about the challenges. And I could probably remove the glass mat. Unfortunately, I love my magnetic glass mat from Studio Light. And although this is white too, it doesn't fight as much with the glare. So it doesn't, you know, distort the color. So I'll remove it for now, and then we'll probably bring it back when we work. But to put your labels, it's very simple. You have an indentation here. See that? Kind of like a little place where you can cradle. You can put them here, or if you wanted to, you can also put them on the outside so you're not covering the logo. It doesn't matter, you know, either way. When you're crafting, when you're brushing, you could just decide, you know, how you want it to look. I've already started with all of mine on the inside, so I'm going to continue to do that. And as I mentioned, they come in order. So you'll see the taffy will be the darkest, it's at the bottom. Lilac is going to be your lightest, so that's going to go first. And all you do is you peel those off like so. They come off really easy. But in the Facebook group, we have challenges every month, and they change monthly. And the challenges can vary from, holidays to like fairies, or in this case, hot air balloons. Sometimes it's a color challenge, so you'll be challenged to work with a specific color. It might be green or blue. Or a color palette. There's all kinds of challenges. It's always changing and evolving. You never know what the challenges are going to be, and then more importantly, um, we hope that it will help you to grow, because sometimes we even ask you, one of the challenges might be to challenge you to work on an index card, and maybe you've never done an index card, an altered index card, or maybe it might be, to work on a, I don't know, a large tag, a canvas. It could be anything. And every month we publish a calendar, and the calendar has all of the challenges for that month. It has all the information also in the Facebook group for each of them. So yes, we hope that if you're not in the Facebook group, that you hop on over and join, because it is a whole lot of fun to to kind of keep the mojo flowing, right? Because sometimes that's one of the biggest things. You're like, okay, I need to work on something, but I don't even know what. I don't know where to begin. Well, challenges help you, kind of stay on track and give you something to work on. So hopefully that's inspiring. And like I mentioned, also, it helps you grow as an artist. You'll never be bored in our Facebook group. Plus, the challenges also come with prizes. So we give away prizes every month. So again, just another incentive. Not that, it's needed, but we love doing giveaways. So we also give you guys some goodies for participating. So we pick random winners. So make sure, again, that you have joined the Facebook group. I'll leave all that info at the end of the video. So stay tuned if you're not a member of the group. Okay. All right. So as simple as that, we've labeled those. See, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. And then I have, and like I said, I'm going to put them in my cups later. I just wanted to kind of have them here for you guys to see on display. Now, I've already done some die cutting, so I'm going to show you. Well, I'm going to show you two different things. Number one, here is a white one that I have cut. And we're going to be working on inking it. Okay, so we're going to work on that one together. But don't forget that it's as simple as, also using your decorative papers. In this case, I've used the vintage spring pad, right? So I just went ahead and kind of picked some colors, some random colors, and decided this is going to look great. And yes, this is a styrofoam plate. So for those of you who are new to the channel, by the way, hello and welcome. We are so glad that you're here. We hope that you are enjoying this, and that you don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you are enjoying the video and little tutorial. But we had ordered paper plates online from Walmart, and unfortunately they went ahead and sent us like 500 styrofoam plates, and my husband didn't realize it till he was home, and he was like, oh, I'm not gonna go back out and nothing. So we just kept them, and I've been trying to find a way to use them. So because I hate styrofoam, but yeah, trying to be creative to not pollute the environment some more. So you see how easy that all just comes together, right? Just super easy. Now, of course, you do want to hopefully ink it up a little bit. Do you have to? No, it's gorgeous. It even has the stitching on it, the faux stitching. So it's super pretty. And you can pick your favorite colors, your favorite papers, or we can color our own. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of inking to this one, and then we can kind of put it together, okay? Now, the easiest way to do this, I was taught, is to grab, hang on, my die is currently glued on to a piece of paper because I was die cutting a bunch at the same time. Let me just peel that off. Oh, that's going to look terrible on camera, but you guys will get the idea of what we're going to do. You simply need a piece of cardstock. Hang on. I'm still peeling some paper and tape. I had some washi holding it down. Again, doesn't look pretty right now, but let me get a piece of cardstock. And not that you have to, but it makes it so much easier. So all you have to do is trace the inside, and that's why I'm not worried about the stuff on the outside, is trace the inside of your hot air balloon, and then, you know, cut that out. And that will give you a great base for your hot air balloon. So that's one way of doing it. The other way also is to simply have a circle. So if you cut out a circle using your dies, or even by hand just tracing something, it doesn't have to be the same size. Close enough is close enough. And again, this is not something that I'm aiming to get perfect. It's just going to give us a backing for our hot air balloon. So I'm doing a quick job, not even trying to be straight or stay within the lines. I just need something for it to attach onto, and that just makes it so much easier. But as I mentioned, you can also just die cut a circle, and that will work as well. So instead of that, just use a circle, okay? But again, if you do not have a circle that large maybe, or if you do not want to cut it by hand, or if you do not have the proper one, then you can just go ahead and use that, okay? All right, and that also makes it a little sturdy. And now it's super simple. All we need to do is to go ahead and start gluing. Oh, I forgot we were gonna ink. So again, this is totally optional. I inked some, others I did not. But if you are going to ink them up, you know what, instead of the glass mat, because of the glare, let me just quickly get, I should have grabbed my Lisa Horton sticky mat, but this is closest. I was going to go live and do this, and then I realized, man, time is just, it's flying. I don't know if you guys are feeling it too. I don't know if it's just me, but this year is flying. Like, I feel like Christmas just happened a couple of months ago. Seriously. Okay, so let's bring in, how about if we go with, let's do peach. Let's try peach and see how that looks. So again, see, I don't have to think about it. I just grab my peach, you know, brush, and I have my peach ink, and it all flows perfect. And all I'm going to do is ink this up. Oh, and then I'm going to come in from the side and just create a little bit of shading, anything I can pick up from the mat as well. So don't forget that. It's not wasted. If you have product on the mat, pick it up and use it. So yeah, this year is just flying, flying, flying. Speaking of hot air balloons, right? Perfect segue. It's just flown. Like, I feel that, you know, I mean, we're full summer now, and pretty soon it's going to be fall, and then, you know, here comes Christmas again. So it's like, wow, it's flying. Okay, so I like that. It's subtle, you see it, but it does have some shadow. If I wanted to do more, I can also come in just a little bit more, and I can continue to add. I can continue to build and build and build. If I want it darker, or if I want to do two-tone, I can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna leave that there. And then I'm going to bring passion fruit in, or maybe even a yellow would be kind of cool too, right? But again, see, it's just playtime. You just get to play, and especially when we color the other ones, the blank ones, those are the best, because, oh my gosh, they're so much fun to color in. Oh, these pads are so nice and juicy too. I love that. Do you see how much darker it is now? So I can bring this one in a little just closer to the edge. I'm not going that deep. And then I'm probably going to speed through some of this, because I know you guys don't want to necessarily watch me. I mean, you can watch me ink them up, but not necessarily sit here and, you know, necessarily hear me talk the whole time. But super simple. That's it. 1, 2, 3, right? I'm debating whether what color to do the top. So for now, I guess I'm going to put these away and I will decide and we'll come back to what other colors we want to use. But shading, when you have your brushes and your inks all coordinated for you, is a snap, right? Let's do the teal. We have our turquoise colors out here. And we can do, what do you guys think about maybe coming in with a jungle? Let's try jungle. Again, I haven't done my color swatches yet because I'm just starting to play with these. So I am kind of winging it here, but when I get done, I'm definitely going to be doing my little swatches. Oh, how pretty, pretty. It's almost like a tone on tone, but it does add a little, see it? Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Now, if you wanted to be super dramatic, of course, you can come in and add a whole lot of drama and, you know, even do some ombre effects. And because we have the colors all coordinated, it's super easy to do ombre. These are a little skinnier, so I'm just gonna kind of try and hold them in place. Again, picking up anything that I see on my mat because I don't like to waste any of it. These are such pretty colors. All right, perfect. And we can come in for more drama if we want to, also with our markers and do some edging. But I think we'll save that for the next one. For this one, I just want to do something really super quick and put it together. So if you're working with yours, or if you got the kit from us for the challenge, of course you don't have to have the kit in order to participate in the challenge, but if you did, then you can see how easy this is and you can craft along with me as I'm putting it together as well. Okay, awesome sauce. I love that. I love it. I think I might do a little darker edge also on that one. So let's come in with iguana. Let's try that. I hadn't used that, so I'm glad I'm using different colors, you see? I hadn't used any of these. So I'm getting to play with them live with you guys. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Iguana is, you know, it's not like a color that I would be like gravitating towards. I think because I think of the animal and they kind of scare me. They're kind of, I don't know, the ones I've seen are very big and they've never done anything, like they don't attack or anything, but I'm scared. I think it's just because they're big. That might not be fair, right? Poor iguanas. But here in Florida, we are in Florida. So again, if you are new here, we are in North Florida, but in South Florida, they do have iguanas. And when it gets really cold, they basically just fall out of the trees. They just plop, fall out of the trees. We do not have any here though. It's too cold for iguanas up here. Although it's Florida and it is warm, Florida is a very long state, so there's a huge difference between southern Florida and North Florida. Okay, awesome sauce. So we've got some shading. Oh, it's so hard to see it on camera. I'll do still photos, but there is plenty of shading on there. Subtle, but really nice. It's just a subtle look, almost like, you know, it is an actual 3D object and you're able to see, you know, where the balloon kind of connects. And okay, let's do on this one. What shall we do? We have these out already. Let's try marigold. Have we used marigold already? No, we have not. So great, another new color. All right, marigold. Ooh, pretty. See, just a little bit of shading. Again, I know it's hard for the camera to pick it up, but It will. Once we do the still photos, you will definitely be able to see the shading a lot better. Okay. There we go. Now, I haven't decided on the topper and all that yet, so we'll get to that. We'll come to that. Let's put these together first, because that's super easy to do. Boy, I'm making a mess. Don't you just love it? It's a fun mess. And now we are going to start. Again, we do not care about the back. It's probably going to end up being short because I know this topper piece right here, right? It's going to be on the outside, so I can even stick this out just a little bit. And I just want to make sure it's somewhat even so that I know I have enough to anchor the other pieces, but not super overthinking it. Just quickly going to add this on here. As I mentioned, somewhat centered. I'm not interested in the back. If the back is going to be seen and it's important to you, you can always come back and mat that later, right? Okay. Oh, and by the way, the precision glue guns are back in stock. So they're back in the store if you were waiting or thinking about getting one, since you've seen that everyone's raving about them. Just know that they are available in the store again. And you see how this is going to be on the outside of that. Okay. It's okay that it is. I'm just basically trying to make sure that it's kind of even here and kind of even here. The fact that it's sticking out somewhat out of the back, it doesn't matter to me. If any of it is going to be seen, I can always just cover that at a later time. Isn't this super quick? I mean, it just 1, 2, 3. And the cool thing is I have all the other pieces. You know, when I cut the teal, then obviously it cut all those teals. When I cut the yellow, it cut all the yellows. And so now I have the same colors, or, you know, all kinds of other colors available to mix and match. So it is awesome to do, you know, multiple balloons at the same time, almost assembly style, but each of them looking a little bit different. And also, it is awesome to do like a patchwork one, right? Where you have a bunch of different papers and you can use those separately. I got something on there. Okay, there we go. That's it. How easy was that? Right? Okay, now let's talk about the little remaining pieces. We've got this one right here. And this is what I was saying. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with the lighter color. I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, it all matches because it's part of the same collection. Or if I wanted to go with the darker color. Now, can you see the shading, the big difference between that and this piece? It's the exact same paper, but it looks very different now. I think I'm going to go with the lighter one. It just breaks it up. And I don't know if we have enough ink on here. We might not. Not on this one. Let me see the other one. Does it have any ink left? No. Let's just grab some real quick. Just a quick touch up. I'm just being lazy and not bringing back the mat, right? I could and I should. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Let's glue that down. right up here. And again, I'm just kind of making sure that it is somewhat straight. Perfect. Okay. And if there's a little gap, not to worry, we're going to come back in later and take care of that. Now, next, we've got our basket, right? And this is the little piece that goes on the basket. Now, the basket is adorable. It actually has, look at that, it's woven. And then even the little ropes and stuff are woven too. So there's a lot of great details on these. If you want to ink those up, you can also use your markers. So don't forget that they are great for edging. So for example, put it here. You can simply hide that white core and also give it some depth by bringing in your markers and giving them, hang on, I'll show you in a second. Let me make sure you guys can really see it on camera. By giving them an edge, you see that? Edging them in. And you can go a little darker on the corners if you want. Go a little deeper. You can also lay it flat on your mat. I'm just doing it the quick way, which is just holding it in my hand, but I'm going to go with some shading here. And then I'm going to bring it in just a smidge. Okay, to create those really cool darker sides. And the bottom. Okay, and then again going around the edge just to make sure that I do not have the white core showing. Okay, so like so. We can do the same thing with this, although I don't think this needs it, neither do those. So let's just put that together. I just wanted to show you really quick that you can use your markers to create some great shades as well. Now we've got these two little guys here. They look like I don't know, like batons? No, not really. They look like little drumsticks. Like the little drummer boy. And all we're going to do is take that and add a little bit of glue there. Going to attach this underneath and just press down on it. And you're going to bring it in at a little bit of an angle. See that? Not like a huge angle, but a little bit of an angle. We're going to do the other side. This comes together like in 2 seconds, seriously. So not only is the die cutting super easy, but but putting them together is a snap, and then you get to have tons of fun just decorating them any which way you like. Okay, then we're going to do our basket. Now I'm not going to put anything in this basket just for the sake of, you know, the quick tutorial or craft along. But remember, you can have so much fun adding all kinds of fun stuff in to your basket. Okay, then we've got our little topper. Now you could put it here, you could put it up here, but we're going to put it down on the basket because it does have the same finish to it, almost like a rope. Now you notice that I also, because the brown paper is reversible, I've used different tones of brown too, because that also breaks it up, right? And then the straight one, it goes down here at the bottom to finish off that edge. Okay. Again, just eyeballing it, and look, it's beautiful, it's perfect. And then we have our little, oops. Uh-oh, I'm missing one. There are 3. Don't have to have them. Again, you can use your trim, you can use your lace. Like I said, I have tons of, look, see, pieces left. So I can make tons more. But I'm looking for one of these. One of those. Somehow I lost one. Okay. You'll notice that one is a slightly longer than the other. So the other 2. So it's a bigger one and then 2 that are the same. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. Did I grab a long one? I did. Hold on. Again, I mean, it's not a big deal. You can always just snip it off, but make sure I grab the same color though. This one. think that's a short one. Yes. No? Yes. I'm like, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Yes. Okay. And then you can do all kinds of configurations. You can go up here. You can do doubles, triples. You can go down the center. You can do all kinds of fun, cool stuff, okay? And then you can add your flags. But let me just, for the sake of moving this along, since I've already showed you some variations and we're going to see even more variations later, let me just get this glued down here for you guys. Actually, hang on 2 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna adhere this one. I could just break up my tweezers too, but they're not that like super tiny. Sometimes stuff will give my fingers fits because they're like super tiny. But these are, you can still grab these quite easily. Okay. And don't forget, you can use dimensional on the one that I did, the super simple one like this one that I did as a card front. I did use dimensional on the sandbags and I can't remember what else, but you could totally use dimensionals for these as well. So you've got a sandbag. You could do multiples. You can do, you can do triples. Goodness, what do I have? Glue on my hand? No, it's on here. Okay. You could do different colors. You can color them if you want, but really you only need one. But you could do that, or you can stack them like that, right? Super fun. All kinds of fun. And then you've got your little banners. I've got different colors, so I don't know what we're going to... Oh, that'd be nice maybe to bring that lighter color so that it matches the one up top, right? So that would be fun too. And I've got these like little minty, or one side is like a mint and the other side is like a cream, which I think is nice with the other pieces here that kind of coordinate. Here's a smaller one. Here is, so there's different ones. There's this one, there's that one, there's a small one. There's some that face left. You can flip them over, make them face right. Let's see, what about another mint? And again, just have fun. Also, you can spell stuff. Don't forget. You can do all kinds of fun stuff like spelling words or names maybe. If it's going to be for someone. Let's do this side. How about that? There you go. Okay, and then we're just going to attach those. Again, you can do all kinds of other fun stuff with this. Up. Oh, I didn't do any edging. It's okay. You know what? We can. And we can even do it afterwards, but I didn't even do any distressing on these. Just a little tiny bit of glue. It's all you need. It's not going anywhere. And get super creative with them. No right way, no wrong way. They can go higher. They can go lower. You can make them out of other stuff. You can even add some fabric, right? Have fun. I used metal. I used, oh my goodness, I used all kinds of stuff, right? On those other ones. And again, those are just my first 3 that I've done. This would be my 4th. So you can see how easy they come together in no time. So to break out your little bits of scrap paper or scrap fabric or laces or trims or gears or buttons or whatever, you have in your stash is super simple. And then we are going to create, I don't know, what do we want to call this? We want to create, I have a string here that is driving me crazy because it's getting stuck to my nail. Of course there is, right? Always is. We are going to create some just little dimension here. Again, you can do a lot of shading to these, which would be fun, but we could also just use our side here, and we can do a combination of both. Maybe here, some here, longer one there. Just create some fun. You could use your white glaze pens too, or your black. This one's gonna go center. So let's add some weight down here and on both sides maybe. Yeah, maybe a little something down the side. Okay, perfect, easy. And if you want to add some more dimension, you can definitely bring in, once again, your either your markers, or you can bring in your inks and just, you know, kind of shade them in even more. Let's do that, because that's a quick way of doing it. 30 seconds and it changes it completely, right? From a plain die cut to something a little more substantial. And again, you notice it's just super quick. Ooh. Oh, third time was a charmer. Okay. Done. And then we can stagger those. Like I said, we can do 1, 2, 3. We can do any kind of combination of those. Let's do, how about 3? We haven't done one like that. So that they're all a little different and they give you an idea. And this is a great place to do some dimensional, by the way. You can do some pop dots and they will look awesome. You can also put some in the front and some in the back. So for example, I can tuck one back here and then put another one on top, right? So let me remove that to show you what I mean. I'll do it on this side. I think I have another bag somewhere. And if not, we can die cut one really quick. So put one in the back. Uh-oh. Okay. And then, well, I think I would have wanted to use the lighter side, but that's okay. And then we'll put one in the front, see? And then we've got double on that side. So we could do that. But now we got to balance it off on the other side. Or we could do, again, we can do like an anchor hanging from it, which would be super fun. But I do have some extra pieces in here. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to make, because I know you guys are going to use totally different papers than what I'm using. And you're going to use, you know, who knows, all kinds of fun stuff, right? Let's see, what other ones do we have? I thought I saw some teal ones. And if not, we have some white. We can color one. Again, part of the fun of cutting them in white also is being able to come back and do them any color you want. What color is this? That's another cream. And this is, oh, there's a teal one. See, I told you, I thought I saw a teal one. Can we, oh, I wish I would have mixed those two on that side. I just wanted to show you and kind of took off with that idea, right? But it'd be kind of fun maybe to bring in a teal one, because why not? But let's balance it off like we did on that other side. Let's use this. Okay, I'm going to finish those, and then I'm going to come back, and then we're going to do the next one together. I don't think we've taken that long, so we can do another quick one from scratch, and that one we are going to color all the way in, okay? Okay, so this one is done. So we've got one more to add to our stash. Again, I haven't finished. I'm going to come back and do some of the other shading. So I will bring it back at the end of the video. But for now, let's get to coloring our other one, right? The white one. So we've got the same pieces, but now, of course, we have them in white. And what I'm going to do is just start coloring. I wish you guys were here with me. That's one of the perks about going live is that I can ask you what colors would you like to see, and you guys will shout them out in chat, right? So now I've been left to my own devices, and of course I am always going to tend to want to go for colors that I love, but I love all these. So what have we not done? Let's see. We've done a purple and teal, which was a steampunk. We've done the greenish and cream with the papers. We did the teal and pink, which was the original one on the clouds, and then we just did a green, yellow, and orange. Okay, let me think about it, and I will resume with some music. Okay, super quickly, that one is done. So now we've got to decide what are we going to do with this white one right here, right? Now, let's think about what colors we have in use. We've got teal, orange, and yellow. We've got purple and teal. We've got, I'll put them over here, actually it's easier. We've got purple and teal. This is more of a pink and teal. I'm sorry, this is purple and teal. This is a mint and yellow. So what colors have we not done? Let's think. We've done purples, so that we've done. We've done teals. We haven't done green. I mean, this is more like a teal. So maybe a green. I just want to play with all the colors. Oh, we haven't done blue. So what about blue and green? Because we've done pinks and magentas, fuchsias, that kind of color. We've done the oranges and the corals. We've done the purples plenty. And we'd obviously use teal. I think all of them have teal. So yeah, here's some yellow too. Okay, so let's do a blue and green using this one right here. Okay, all these pieces. So let's get to coloring. I will fast forward through that so you guys don't have to watch every single, regular speed. But in the meantime, hopefully you guys have been playing with yours, or at least have some inspirations in order to go ahead. And I need my greens and I need my blues. Okay. Oh yeah, look, the blues we haven't even touched. The greens we touched because of the grass, but on this card right here, I used the 2 greens for the grass, and then the blue I used for the clouds in the sky. That was it. So yes, let's play with those, okay? And I will speed through it as I said, and you guys can just play along with us. Now I've turned off the ring light, so hopefully that is going to help. At least we don't have the big ring here in the middle, and hopefully that will help balance out the colors and it won't be too dark when we play this back, okay? If it is, so my apologies. I am trying. I love using my glass mat, but that's usually why you don't see it in my videos. It's the same thing with the Tim Holtz, even the black mat. You always have that ring light, and I don't know, to me, I don't like to see it on screen personally when I shoot videos. So I am going to try this and cross my fingers that it works. Here we go.
Gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely, I am finally home at last. than I can bear. Ooh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why I'm always feeling homesick. Oh, all I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is. Oh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you.
I know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around you. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through. 'Cause we only want what's best for you. I know that you are having trouble believing right now that everything is gonna be alright. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through. 'Cause we only want what is best for you.
And here we have our final and completed balloon. A little bit of extra things here and there, but overall, so easy to make. Uh, Again, the possibilities are endless, guys. I mean, they are so much fun. The problem is not what can I do, is how many can I do? I just want to keep making them and just keep changing colors around, using different things. As you notice, of course, on this one, we went ahead and used some rub-ons. We did some splatters. We did some stamping. Think about all the amazing stamps that you have in your stash. Think about, master boards that you could cut up and also do your balloon with, and even your basket. Another idea I had, kind of like this one, but in reverse, is to grab the paper, right, a watercolor paper, do some magicals on it, and then run it through the die cutting machine, right, and just use the die and see what comes out. You can do some stamping on it, you can do some stenciling on it. So don't forget, you have stencils, you have embossing powders, where you could do all kinds of super, like these right here, like this one right here. You can do great embossing in gold. You can do some foiling as well. I mean, there are so many things that you can do. Um, Even embossing folders would be amazing. So take a look around at what you have in your stash and just have fun. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot to make some fun ones. Of course, we've done some really simple ones here today, like these. These, of course, come together in a matter of seconds. This one and this one, still super fun. Of course, we can still come back in and add more stuff, add dimension, add glitter, add stickles, add, like I said, trims, all kinds of stuff to them, put them on card basis. Oh, we didn't even get to do the background. You know what? We'll have to do a round two because I do have also the house. Oh, so let me know if you guys want to do that one next. This is the house, and it makes an adorable little house. So maybe we can do the house and do the grass and the clouds on this next one, so we can work with those, and I can show you those as well. But you could do them as simple as just cutting them out. This one was just paper cutouts. That's it, and glued. This one was colored, but very, very basic. This one was colored with a little bit more of the shading and some ombres as well. This one, again, I am not a, what should I say? I'm not a professional when it comes to coloring, but you can see just how fun or easy you can make them, even with just paper. This one, of course, was a mixed media one, so it's got metal, it's got all kinds of stuff on it. And then this one was just super fun with some fun papers that we had here in our stash. So again, as simple as that, you can do so many more like these or different with using your imagination and what you already have in your crafting stash. Okay, now, more important than that, I do want to thank you so much for joining us today. I can't wait to see your comments down below. Again, if you have enjoyed the video, we certainly do hope that you will give it a like, a comment, and share it with your friends and in your crafty groups, because it allows us to continue to bring you content, not to mention additional challenges. And I had promised you some information, so let's go over and cover that. Now, don't forget that all the products that you've seen here are available in our online stores. We have 2 online stores to serve you, spectrumartcreations.com, and we also have an Etsy store, same name, Spectrum Art Creations, all one word. So please do go check us out. We love to have you visit the stores, and we so appreciate your support to our small family-owned business. Now, if you enjoy crafting and you love crafting supplies from all around the world, such as Craft Lab, Studio Light, and so much more, please join us for our live Saturday sales. Yep, right here on this channel. All you have to do is come back here, and of course, like I said, subscribe so you can get notifications. But every week we come live and we have live sales where you can see the product, you can actually shop live, you can chat as well, and of course, join in the fun, such as the games and giveaways, and do it all from the comfort of home. So you can shop product from all around the world and see it right before your eyes and ask questions, all from home. If you are on Instagram, don't forget to give us a follow. And more importantly, as we had discussed, if you are on Facebook, make sure that you join the Facebook group. It is Spectrum Art Creation Friends. Don't forget the friends at the end. Also, don't forget that you need to answer the questions when you're requesting to join the Facebook group. If you do not answer the questions, then you're automatically declined. So, and we hate to turn anyone away, but it is super important that you do, because we do that in order to keep our members safe. It is a closed group and it's private, so we make sure that we are taking care of all of our fellow crafters and artists. Once again, we hope that you will subscribe to our channel for all of the reasons that you see here and so much more. And here are those other pictures that I promised you I didn't forget. Some additional inspiration, including photos from other makers.
know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you.